For 9 unforgettable years, the Waltons felt like the emotional center of American family television. Cozy evenings on Walton's Mountain, the laughter, the hardships, and those legendary good nights made millions of people feel a little less lonely. Yet behind that familiar comfort lies a story most viewers never truly saw. Some of the cast members grew older in ways that may surprise you, while others experienced deeply moving and sorrowful final chapters, far away from the public eye. By 2025, the actors who remain are living very different kinds of lives, and those who are no longer with us left behind stories far more powerful and touching than anything the series itself could show. Today, we're looking back at all 28 cast members, where they are now, how the years have reshaped them, and the stars we've had to bid farewell to along the way. Stay with us. Each chapter is more unexpected than the last. Jason Walton, the musically gifted heart of the Walton family, was played by John Walmsley, who was born on February 6, 1956, in Blackburn, England, before his family later relocated to California. Walmsley was just 16 when he first took on the role of Jason, bringing a gentle sensitivity and natural musical talent that helped create some of the show's most unforgettable scenes. His quiet demeanor, combined with that kind, easy smile, captured the essence of a young man trying to find his path in a world shaped by both struggle and hope. Through Jason, viewers were reminded of the comforting and healing power of music during difficult times, a message that resonated deeply with American families who still carried memories of the Depression era. After the Waltons ended, Walmsley continued to follow his passion for music, building a career as a singer, songwriter, and session musician working alongside major artists. Now 69, he is still regarded as a treasured living connection to Walton's Mountain, remembered not only for his acting but also for the sincerity and heart he brought to every performance and every note. Erin Walton, the thoughtful and deeply sensitive third Walton daughter, was portrayed by Mary Beth McDonough, born May 4, 1961, in Venice, California. McDonough was only 11 years old when she joined the cast, yet she carried Erin's emotional journey with a maturity far beyond her years. Viewers watched Erin grow from a hesitant, uncertain girl into a young woman facing the bittersweet realities of adulthood, heartache, questions of identity, personal ambition, and the need to be resilient. McDonough's soft expressions and gentle warmth made Erin feel incredibly real to millions of girls who felt as though they were growing up right alongside her. Away from the camera, McDonough later opened up about her own health struggles and used her voice to raise awareness about wellness, becoming an important advocate for women dealing with the long-term effects of fame, body image issues, and public expectations. Today, at 63, she is still admired for her honesty, grace, and the unforgettable tenderness she brought into the Walton home. Ben Walton, the energetic, business-minded, and sometimes headstrong son, was played by Eric Scott, born October 17, 1958, in Los Angeles, California. Scott was 14 when he joined the series, and his portrayal of Ben's fiery determination and youthful ambition became one of the emotional cornerstones of the show. Fans watched as Ben pursued dreams, clashed with responsibility, stumbled through love, and gradually developed into a diligent, dependable man, mirroring the journey of countless American families during the Depression years. Off-screen, Scott's life was not without adversity. He endured the devastating loss of his first wife, a painful event that profoundly influenced his life. Yet, much like his character, he found strength in rebuilding, ultimately crafting a quiet, steady life away from Hollywood while running his own business. Now 66, he remains a beloved part of the Waltons' legacy, appreciated for the authenticity and boyish grit he brought to the mountain. Mary Ellen Walton, the determined eldest daughter whose ambitions stretched far beyond Walton's Mountain, was brought to life by Judy Norton, born January 11, 1958, in Santa Monica, California. Norton was 14 when she stepped into Mary Ellen's shoes, playing a spirited, strong-willed girl whose stubbornness, compassion, and fierce drive made her a standout favorite among fans. Her transition from a tomboy with big dreams to a dedicated nurse reflected the strength of Depression-era women who supported families and communities through unimaginable challenges. Norton captured that spirit beautifully, portraying a young woman stepping into adulthood with bravery, vulnerability, and conviction. After the Waltons, She continued working in front of and behind the camera, acting, directing, and performing on stage, while also speaking candidly about the emotional impact of growing up in the spotlight. Today, at 67, she remains active and deeply engaged with fans, remembered for the passion and depth she gave to Mary Ellen. Jim Bob Walton, the dreamy, mechanically gifted youngest son, was portrayed by David W. Harper, born October 4th, 1961, in Abilene, Texas. Only 11 when he joined the cast, Harper imbued Jim Bob with a quiet sweetness, portraying a boy searching for his identity in a large family and an uncertain world. His character often reflected the dreams and doubts of Depression-era youth, particularly those fascinated by airplanes, engines, and the possibility of a life far beyond the mountain. Off-screen, Harper chose a modest, private path, stepping away from the Hollywood spotlight after the series to pursue his education and simple, grounded work away from fame. He faced private sorrow, including losing his mother while he was still working on the show, a deep emotional hurt he seldom discussed publicly. Now 63, he lives a peaceful, reflective life and is remembered with great affection by fans for his gentle nature and the authenticity he brought to Jim Bob. Earl Hamner Jr., whose warm, Virginia-born voice became the very soul of the Waltons, was born on July 10, 1923, in Schuyler, Virginia. At 49, he served as the narrator for the very series he created, turning the memories of his own upbringing into one of the most treasured family dramas in American television history. His narration carried a calm, poetic rhythm, wrapping every episode in reassurance, wisdom, and a soft, enduring faith that many older viewers still hold dear. Through Hamner's writing, audiences were given a world where family bonds, kindness, and perseverance truly mattered. Even when times were harsh, beyond the Waltons, he wrote novels and created additional television series, always focusing on simple but deeply human stories. He left this world on March 24, 2016, at the age of 92, leaving behind a legacy of warmth, comfort, and storytelling that continues to soothe audiences decades later. Ralph Waite, born June 22, 1928, in White Plains, New York, became the steady, hard-working backbone of the Walton family when he joined the show at age 44. As John Walton Sr., he embodied the quiet dignity of Depression-era fathers, men who carried heavy burdens yet found strength in love, moral conviction, and unshakable dedication to their families. Waite's deep, resonant voice and serious, thoughtful bearing made John feel like someone audiences truly knew, reminding them of their own fathers and grandfathers who weathered unforgiving times. Off-screen, Waite's life was shadowed by early personal sorrow, including the loss of his young daughter, a pain that added emotional richness to his performance. He later became active in politics and continued to act well into his later years. Ralph Waite passed away on February 13, 2014, at the age of 85, leaving behind a legacy of integrity and one of television's most beloved father figures. Joe Conley, born March 3, 1928, in Buffalo, New York, took on the role of the dependable storekeeper Ike Godsey at age 44. With his friendly smile and gentle humor, he portrayed the sort of shop owner every small town once depended on, a person who knew everyone by name, listened to their worries, and genuinely cared about his neighbors. Conley captured the spirit of small-town America, where the general store was not only a business but also a social hub, a place for conversation, shared concerns, and community kindness. Away from the set, Conley found success as a real estate investor, managing to balance his Hollywood career with a grounded, practical personal life. In his later years, he struggled with memory issues and left this life on July 7, 2013, at age 85. His portrayal of Ike remains a treasured touchstone for fans who grew up knowing someone just like him. Michael Learned, born April 9, 1939, in Washington, D.C., stepped into the role of Olivia Walton at just 33 years old, a relatively young actress portraying the mother of 7 with remarkable emotional truth. Her performance captured the strength, generosity, and quiet sacrifice of American mothers who held their families together when the world seemed precarious. Learned embodied illness, heartbreak, stern discipline, religious faith, and unconditional love with such depth that she earned 3 Emmy Awards. Off-screen, she faced and overcame her own struggles, including difficulties related to alcohol use, and later dedicated herself to supporting others on the road to recovery and emotional well-being. Now 85, she is still cherished as an icon, remembered for giving Olivia not just warmth and stability, but a deeply human soul. Esther Walton, the firm yet loving matriarch of Walton's Mountain, was portrayed by Ellen Corby, born June 3, 1911, in Racine, Wisconsin. Corby was 61 when she first appeared as Grandma, offering audiences an unforgettable portrait of strength shaped by a life of hardship. Her sharp tongue, quick humor, gentle scoldings, and unwavering moral clarity made Esther a guiding light for the Walton children. Corby's real-life story was also one of persistence. She began her career as a script assistant at a movie studio, before gradually becoming one of Hollywood's most respected character actresses. In 1976, she suffered a serious stroke, an event that changed her life and the direction of the show. Yet she made a powerful return the following year, her speech and mobility clearly affected, but her dedication to Esther unchanged. That moment touched viewers deeply, especially those dealing with aging and illness in their own families. Ellen Corby passed away on April 14, 1999, at age 87. Her portrayal of Esther continues to stand as a reminder of the quiet strength found in mothers and grandmothers who shaped America's history. Will Geer, born March 9, 1902, in Frankfort, Indiana, gave life to Grandpa Zeb, the warm, wise, and mischievous elder of the family, when he joined the cast at age 70. His booming laughter, love of the outdoors, and playful teasing brought a sense of joy, comfort, and stability to Walton's Mountain. Geer's own life was just as vivid and unconventional as his character, rooted in political activism, folk music, and an enduring devotion to the theater. In the 1,950 seconds, his refusal to cooperate with the House Un-American Activities Committee resulted in his being blacklisted, forcing him to return to the stage and focus on community arts. His comeback to television later in life became a powerful symbol of perseverance in the face of injustice. Will Geer passed away unexpectedly on April 22, 1978, at age 76, shortly after the season's filming concluded. The cast's heartfelt reaction and the show's tender way of saying farewell to Grandpa remain among television's most emotional and memorable moments. Ronnie Claire Edwards, born February 9, 1933, in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, joined the series at age 42 as Corabeth Godsey, Ike's refined, eccentric, and often delightfully dramatic wife. With her precise manners, high standards, and easily bruised pride, Corabeth embodied a kind of Southern womanhood rarely shown with such humor and empathy. Edwards' rich stage background gave Corabeth a complex inner world. Her struggle with loneliness, her uncertain sense of identity, and her battle with self-worth struck a chord with many viewers who saw pieces of themselves reflected in her. Off-screen, Edwards led an active and creative life as a writer, performer, and preservationist. One of her most unique projects was transforming an old school building into her home, an artistic sanctuary. She passed away on June 14, 2016, at age 83, leaving behind a legacy of charm, sharp wit, and nuanced character work that brought elegance and depth to the Waltons. Mary Jackson, born November 22, 1910, in Milford, Michigan, was 61 when she stepped into the role of Mamie Baldwin, the gentler and more wistful of the Baldwin sisters. Her delicate smile and graceful manners brought authenticity to the portrayal of a bygone Southern gentility. Emily's long-held romantic feelings for Ashley Longworth and the quiet ache of his absence became one of the series' most touching recurring storylines. Before entering acting later in life, Jackson was an accomplished scholar and teacher, and she brought that lifetime of observation and insight into her roles. She passed away on December 10, 2005, at the age of 95. Her work serves as a reminder of the emotional richness that can be found in characters that might, at first glance, seem simple or quaint, revealing instead the deep humanity beneath the surface. Helen Klebe, born January 6, 1907, in Montebello, often misreported as Minota, Washington, was 65 when she took on the role of Mamie Baldwin, the more stern and outspoken sister in the Baldwin duo. Her crisp delivery, upright bearing, and unwavering commitment to family heritage helped cement the Baldwin sisters as iconic figures in the series. Mamie, with her strong convictions and fierce loyalty to tradition, came to symbolize an older South wrestling with the realities of a changing world. Clebe herself enjoyed a remarkably long and steady career in radio, film, and television, remembered for both her precision and her subtle comic timing. She navigated the rough transition away from the old studio system with grit, taking small parts that gradually formed a respected body of work. Later in life, she devoted time to guiding and advising younger actors, generously sharing memories of the early days of broadcasting. Helen Clebe passed away on December 28, 2003, at age 96, leaving a legacy of professionalism and grace that still warms the hearts of longtime fans. Leslie Winston, born May 13, 1957, in Washington, D.C., arrived on the Waltons at age 22 as Cindy Brunson Walton, the kind and thoughtful young woman who marries Ben. Cindy brought a renewed sense of youth, hope, and gentle optimism to Walton's Mountain, and Winston's quiet, sincere performance quickly made her a fan favorite. Through Cindy, she captured the experience of a young wife entering a large, tightly knit family, learning to find her place while meeting its challenges with patience and compassion. Behind the scenes, Winston formed close friendships with Judy Norton and Beth McDonough, creating a real-life sisterhood that reflected the show's family spirit. She stepped away from acting in the late 1980s after suffering an injury and successfully shifted into a career as a script supervisor on major television productions. Today, at 67, she enjoys a private life surrounded by her loved ones and is still warmly remembered for her short but meaningful time on the series. John Crawford, born September 13, 1920, in Colfax, Washington, was 52 when he first appeared as Sheriff Ep Bridges, the calm and steady lawman who helped maintain order on Walton's Mountain. His portrayal combined authority with empathy, reflecting the type of rural law enforcement that many older viewers recalled from their own childhoods. Crawford was one of Hollywood's most prolific character actors, with more than 200 film and TV credits spanning 5 decades. He adapted seamlessly to changing trends, appearing in everything from World War II dramas and westerns to science fiction productions. In his personal life, he faced serious setbacks, including a devastating fire that destroyed his home and forced him to rebuild late in life. John Crawford passed away on September 21, 2010, at age 90. His steady voice and reassuring presence remain instantly recognizable to generations of fans. Peggy Rhea, born March 31, 1921, in Los Angeles, California, brought warmth, humor, and a comforting presence to the series when she joined at age 57 as Rose Burton. Her character stepped into the emotional space left by Olivia's absence, offering home-cooked meals, practical wisdom, and the kind of familiar, down-to-earth care that felt instantly real to audiences. Rhea's journey through Hollywood was long and varied. She began as a secretary and assistant at MGM before becoming a widely loved character actress, known for her expressive face and impeccable comedic timing. She appeared in many classic television shows, winning over viewers with her openness and charm. In her later years, she struggled with health issues, including heart-related problems. Peggy Rhea passed away on February 5, 2011, at age 89. Her portrayal of Rose remains a heartfelt reminder of the comforting neighbors many people remember from their own lives. Tom Bauer, born January 3, 1938, in Denver, Colorado, was 37 when he joined the Waltons as Dr. Curtis Willard, the dedicated physician whose marriage to Mary Ellen created some of the series' most emotional storylines. Playing a doctor in a small rural community, Bauer gave his character a deep sense of humanity, portraying both the responsibility and quiet heroism that come with being a small-town doctor. His career began in theater and expanded into film and television, where he also spent time teaching, directing, and mentoring younger actors. Known for his disciplined approach to his work and his gentle demeanor on set, he was widely respected by colleagues. Tom Bauer passed away on May 30, 2024, at age 86. He left behind a legacy defined by passion for his craft and the moving portrayal of Dr. Willard, a character whose story of love, separation, and endurance still resonates with fans. Nora Marlowe, born September 5th, 1915, in Worcester, Massachusetts, was 58 when she first took on the part of Mrs. Flossie Brimmer, the kind, good-humored boarding house owner whose motherly nature made her a beloved presence on Walton's Mountain. Flossie personified the compassion and resilience of Depression-era women, always ready with a warm meal, a bed, or a gentle word for someone in need. Marlowe's path to acting came relatively late. She spent many years working ordinary jobs before deciding to pursue acting in her 40s. Her persistence paid off, leading to a solid career in television throughout the 1,960 seconds and 70 seconds. Off the set, she was known for her generosity, often inviting young actors who had nowhere else to go into her home for holiday meals. Nora Marlowe passed away unexpectedly on December 31st, 1977, at age 62, leaving behind a warm and comforting legacy that continues to touch longtime viewers. Robert Donner, born April 27, 1931, in New York City, was 41 when he first appeared as Yancy Tucker, the offbeat mountain man whose wild beard, exaggerated stories, and unpredictable behavior gave the show much of its mischief and fun. Yancy represented a disappearing type of American character, resourceful, independent, and full of frontier humor. Donner, a gifted comedian with remarkable timing, built a large and varied career across westerns, dramas, and sitcoms. Although he worked in more than 100 productions, he often said that the Waltons felt like his true home, a set where he felt deeply appreciated and at ease. He struggled with recurring health issues that would, at times, interrupt his ability to work. Yet he consistently remained upbeat, kind, and devoted to his fans. Robert Donner passed away on June 8, 2006, at age 75. His spirited personality and Yancy's memorable laugh continue to echo in the hearts of fans. Keith Coogan, born January 13, 1970, in Palm Springs, California, was just 9 years old when he joined the Waltons as Jeffrey Burton, the lively and sometimes mischievous grandson of Rose. His youthful energy brought freshness to the later seasons, capturing the uncertainties of childhood during a time of change. Coogan came from a legendary Hollywood family. He is the grandson of Jackie Coogan, one of the earliest child stars in film history. This family legacy gave him a deep appreciation for the art of acting, even as a child. As he grew older, he successfully transitioned into teen roles, starring in popular 1,980 Seconds films such as Adventures in Babysitting and Toy Soldiers. Like many former child actors, he faced his share of challenges, but later rebuilt his career through stage work and by teaching, speaking openly about the realities of growing up in the industry. Today, at 55, he continues to perform, honoring both his family name and the Walton character that first brought him into American homes. John Ritter, born September 17, 1948, in Burbank, California, was 24 when he appeared on The Waltons as the sincere young Reverend Matthew Fordwick. His character's growth from a somewhat unsure, inexperienced preacher to a compassionate and mature community leader reflected Ritter's own genuine kindness and warmth. Before he became a household name for his role on Three's Company, his work on The Waltons helped establish him as a talented performer capable of blending comedy and heartfelt emotion. Off-screen, he was respected for his generosity, humility, and strong devotion to his family. His sudden passing on September 11, 2003, at the age of 54, due to an undetected heart-related condition, shocked audiences and the entertainment world. Fans continue to remember him as a bright, joyful presence, whose sincerity on Walton's Mountain foreshadowed the beloved star he would become. His legacy lives on through his children, his philanthropic efforts, and the countless lives he touched with his humor and warmth. Lynn Hamilton, born April 25, 1930, in Yazoo City, Mississippi, was 43 when she first appeared as Verdie Grant Foster, a proud, dignified, and compassionate woman who faced the specific challenges that Black families encountered in rural Virginia. Her performance added emotional depth to the series' exploration of race, respect, and perseverance, providing viewers with a rare and honest look at African American life during the Depression. Hamilton's career extended well beyond the Waltons, with memorable roles in Sanford and Son, The Practice, and numerous stage performances. Offstage, she was a strong supporter of arts education and community theater, believing deeply that storytelling could help heal communities and individuals. Now 94, Hamilton has retired from acting but remains a cherished figure among fans who remember the quiet power and strength she brought to Verdie, a character who reminded audiences that bravery takes many forms. Robert Whiteman, born December 29, 1952, in Los Angeles, was 27 when he stepped into the role of John Boy Walton during the later seasons. Taking over such a beloved character was an enormous challenge, yet Whiteman approached it with sensitivity and respect, bringing his own gentle and introspective interpretation to the part. His version of John Boy leaned into the character's inner conflicts, the uncertainties of a young writer trying to find his voice and place in a shifting world. Away from the series, Whiteman built a diverse career in independent films and theater, earning praise for his subtle and thoughtful acting. He also devoted time to teaching, encouraging his students to embrace vulnerability and emotional truth in their work. Now 72, he leads a quiet life away from the Hollywood spotlight, remembered fondly by fans for continuing John Boy's story with dignity and care. Time may move on, but the spirit of the Waltons has never truly disappeared.